Three, two, one. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Will of D's, where you get your One Piece related content. I'm your host, No Show Momo. Today I have with me Matt in the morning.
Hold on, let me talk. You move one step when you walk.
Okay.
And I got Kyle D. Chopper.
I'm ready for the agenda to come out.
And unfortunately, we do not have Afro Sakura today. He got his wisdom teeth pulled literally like a couple hours ago, so he's not going to be here. Anyways, today, bro, we're talking about the boy Usopp. And I know we've talked about Usopp a little bit, or a lot of bit recently. We've jabbed here and there, but today we're gonna really talk about Usopp. Like Kyle said before we started recording, the state of Usopp. So, off rip, bro. The reason I want to talk about Usopp is because of Van Auger. I was saying right before we recorded, bro, Van Auger has been looking way too cool recently. He's been getting his stat points up just in coolness, in feats, bro. Pulling up the egghead with Katarina Devon, just popping in and out. I'm gonna be honest, ever since the first time they introduced Van Auger, he was that guy shooting seagulls from a whole island away. So.
Yeah,
it was up for Usopp the second
looking like a threat, bro.
Right? So
those anime episodes kind of confuse me just a little bit, because it's just like, do we scale up John Bark? Because he shot the Cracker Soldiers and it was like, okay, easy peasy, but John Bark, he kind of tanked that.
Yeah, shit. And I think we dabbled into that a little bit in the last chapter, but it's a good point because we saw Gear 4 Luffy struggle against the Cracker Soldiers to the point where he said, fuck it, I just gotta eat him. But Van Auger was one-tapping him with that musket, so...
But people saying the logic to that is that Aokiji's ice is what weakened the Cracker Soldiers, that's why they were not strong. That's what's being told.
They're saying it's a 2v1?
The Brook Usopp combo coming soon? Hold on.
Maybe, because Usopp got the ice on him.
I mean, you gotta think it was on purpose, right? The way they timed the anime episode with the chapter.
100%, I think they timed it perfectly to give Van Auger that spotlight to show, hey man.
And honestly, not even just Van Auger, just Blackbeard as a whole has been getting a lot of shine these past few weeks. And I think that's a good thing, seeing as we're in the final saga. And we're finally about to start seeing like the plans of everyone in One Piece come to fruition. Mainly Usopp, as a matter of fact, because we are going to Elbaf soon. The Giants just pulled up.
But what could possibly happen on Elbaf to boost up Usopp is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, every time we talk about Usopp, I say something bad about him, but I do want to say something good. Since we're theorizing that he's gonna like get better as it goes on, because since the start of the story, he's played his role. Like he's always been a support character. He's never been the one to jump into a fight, and honestly, I don't think he's ever gonna be that.
It's funny you mentioned that though, because literally, like again, before we recorded, we were talking about Usopp being a support role. Like Matt was talking about it, but when was the last time Usopp really was supporting? Because the way I see it, the main support characters right now are Brook, Frankie, and Robin.
Yeah, they've been. When I say support, I mean taking care of the tasks in the arc that don't involve fighting. Like, for example, in Wano, he was helping Nami round up the gifters, to have some more like people on the ground. He was running around helping Nami. He didn't do much, but he did what he could, I guess. And Dressrosa with the elves, Thriller Bark with Perona.
Thriller Bark Usopp was crazy though.
Thriller Bark Usopp was, up there with Enies Lobby Usopp for me.
Oh goodness. And it's funny because we memed about it in the last chapter, but I think Usopp has his greatest feats when he has a hammer in hand. And I don't know who said it in the last chapter, but if they give him a hammer on Elbaf, he might come back. No, because look, we're laughing now, right? But when Usopp pulled up to Arlong Island or Arlong Park and he 1v1 a fisherman, how did he win? Hammer. When he pulled up on Perona, how did he win? Hammer, even though it was a fake balloon 10-ton hammer. when he was in Alabasta fighting the mole lady with Chopper and the baseball guy, how did he win? Hammer. Usopp with a hammer is actually a threat. Now I'm not saying Usopp with
It's just
a
cool.
slingshot is not a threat, because the slingshot is cool. And this is again another thing we were talking about. I feel like I keep saying before we started recording. Matt was mentioning how the whole Usopp slingshot versus Van Auger's gun. You know, I'll let Matt go into that and how he feels about that.
No, the slingshot.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I feel like the biggest asset for Usopp is his bag of tricks. Like I low key want him to be the Sakamoto days of freaking One Piece to just pull out just use his resources to his maximum potential and ability. And like his slingshot, like even though like that's where he came from and that's all the resources he had to like be able to start as a sharpshooter, I feel like we've come to a point where he could evolve from something that can give him more access to be more mobile or just do more quick draw stuff, like be able to shoot stuff faster than having to pull the whole thing back and then, you know, launch it off. But a lot of Usopp's cool moments with the slingshot are in like the movies, and I want to see Usopp, you know, get somewhere close to these freaking non-canon movies that they put in them,
right?
Because in film Red, the team attack with is that spoilers? Nah, who cares?
Nah, it's been a while. You're fine.
Bro, the team attack with his dad, where he was able to go like the observation hockey, like they were able to like telepathically see from other people's standpoints. And then in Stampede, where he made that freaking giant dragon inside of what is his name? What was Bullet? Douglas Bullet? Is that it?
Yeah, I think that was his name.
I don't remember, but I don't know.
I was like reading stuff on Reddit about Usopp like after the Van Auger stuff dropped, and I was thinking like Usopp is at his best when he has like something grandiose to hide behind. Like my favorite of seeing Usopp was when he was Soldier King, when he was behind a mask and he didn't have to like pretend to be brave. He had a persona that he could like I guess a persona to take on. Like he wasn't afraid to shoot down that flag. He wasn't afraid to stand up there and call out Lucci when they were fighting Luffy. And like even with the 10-ton hammer, like just pulling out a big ass hammer that people think is strong is just a strength to him. And I think it'll help in Elbaf because the Giants might teach him you know, how to be brave without having to like be the strongest like Zoro, Luffy, or Sanji.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I've seen a lot of people saying that he might, you know, get a crazy ass weapon on Elbaf, like an actual hammer, or
like the Thor.
Just something cool like that.
What is it called?
You know what? That would be kind of crazy. It's crazy that you mentioned that because I do agree. I do agree when Usopp does have like those lies to protect him, because we know Usopp is the known liar, right? And he doesn't have to think about, you know, oh, I'm scared, or you know, this or this might happen. He does have like that shield to protect him. And it's funny that you mentioned Sniper King, because I think when he pulled up with the Sniper King mask, that's when he switched from his little black slingshot to the long green one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So he did get an upgrade there. So if he does, you know, I didn't even think about him learning like not getting something physical from Elbaf, but it'd be just like a psychological thing where he just learns some kind of method, similar to like how Luffy learned that thing on Wano with the hockey. You know, maybe he'll learn some kind of technique to like. Damn, that'd be.
And we've already seen flashes of him being like somewhat naturally gifted, like in the anime when he on, I believe it was Logtown, when he was fighting that world-renowned sniper, the dude with the guns.
Oh yeah.
He fired a shot and missed him, right? But like he managed to hit something behind him, like it was a weather van on top of a tower, like miles away. And, like he hit straight through it. And like we know that Usopp has natural talent like in him somewhere. Even 100%. With the hockey feast and dress also, he just needs something to bring out that potential in him. And I think he's finally gonna get in it.
Yeah, because we all know Usopp is a great sniper. There's no doubt in that. It's just again because we know at some point the final battle, the Straughts are gonna fight Blackbeard's crew, and it's very possible that Usopp might have to have a shootout with Van Auger. And it's just the fact that we know Van Auger is built different, and we know at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how gifted of a sniper you are. A gun is always going to be faster than a slingshot. The time it takes to load a slingshot versus Van Auger just shooting out bullets is you know, there's no match. But if Usopp does get a hammer or something, that could close the gap, because in a close combat situation. I don't know how good Van Auger with his hands, but if Usopp can, at least do something with a hammer and then fall back and start sniping. Because I guess the whole point of being a sniper isn't even being fast, it's being,
being accurate.
Yeah, being accurate and being hidden. Not your enemy shouldn't be able to tell where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You find out where your enemy is, you shoot. So I guess the speed thing won't matter if he's moving like a true sniper.
I think the themes match up as well, because most of the pirates we've seen so far are really cocky. Like they're really confident in themselves. They know that they were born to do something greater. But seeing a pirate that's not like that, seeing one that's shy and his goal is to be brave.
Mm-hmm.
I think Oda could do a lot of cool things with that. Even though right now in the story, Usopp is he's just not it for me. But I just know he'll get there eventually.
I just pray he doesn't get dirty, because we really thought, technically Zoro did benefit from Wano. He got Enma, he became the king of hell. We thought Frankie was gonna benefit from Egghead, and he might, we'll see when it ends. But right now, Frankie's just, oh my god, I'm a Kizaru clone. So
Frankie's just kind of been there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll get back to his normal self soon.
Yeah, but I
all the Straw Hat crew will, honestly.
No, 100%. I was gonna say, going back to what Matt said earlier about Usopp having a bag of tricks. I guess that's a good point. That really is his specialty, because having all those cool different plants from that island, really, I guess that gives him his edge versus Van Auger just being a crazy shot with the gun. And with what I said about being a sniper and not having to be the fastest, as long as you're hidden and being able to hit your shot, maybe we just need an opportunity for Usopp to show off again. Because realistically, the last couple arcs haven't been let's go sneak up on someone and do something. It's been like we're pulling up on a Yonko, we're having a whole damn war, So how do
you guys feel about Usopp dying?
I don't think Usopp's gonna die.
I don't think he should die.
To be honest, it's funny because I was telling Matt earlier, I think maybe one way that Usopp might be able to get Van Auger is if the Blackbeard pirates fight Shanks' crew and they kill people on Shanks' crew. Yassop dies, and Usopp takes Yassop's gun, and he has to get revenge.
That's crazy, bro.
Crafting fan.
I'm just saying, bro. What better motivation than to kill the guy that killed your dad?
I was just asking because I've seen that a lot of times, actually, because his thing is, I want to be a brave warrior of the sea, and what's braver than sacrificing yourself for giving up your life for someone else?
I mean, it's possible, but I just don't see it for Usopp, because Usopp the kind of guy that's even now he's like, oh crap, I got a scaredy weighty disease. If I see a really strong enemy, I gotta go to the bathroom because I get diarrhea.
I feel like, well, yeah, of course, Elbaf, Usopp, I just assume that it'll be his demeanor and his stature is just gonna switch up. He's gonna be I can really do this now. I'm really that guy. But I also want him to see Yassop and be damn, I don't want to be nothing like you, I thought before, right? Because I feel like Yassop is not the type of person that it probably doesn't have the same qualities that Usopp wants as a brave warrior of the sea. Mm-hmm. So I feel I hope your fanfic doesn't come true. And
yeah, because
I'm gonna use my father's gun.
It's crazy that you mentioned that, because I think you're 100% right. I don't think Usopp looks up to his dad. I think he acknowledges, because he's like, oh, my dad is part of the red hair Shanks crew, so obviously he feels cool about that. But I don't think he sees his dad as a goal. And I think you're 100% right. I don't know if he has that familial bond enough with his dad to want to seek revenge in his name, especially when Yassop is definitely not the greatest person. But who knows? Maybe he might be that's my dad. Either way, and want to spin back.
Usopp kind of has similarities to Gon in that way.
Yeah,
like how Gon's dad left and became a great hunter. Usopp's dad left and became a great pirate, and they were both wow, being a pirate must be gas. If he left his entire family to go be one.
which is a
He's like, damn,
crazy attitude
I'm
to
gonna do the
have.
same thing.
Yeah, Usopp's really not mad about it. He's just like, whoa, I want to know why. Was it really enough to dip your whole family? I need to feel that, which is kind of crazy. It's wild because when you look at it from that perspective, Usopp really is like, he got a crazy like heart to be able to like be like, I'm not gonna hate on my dad, but I do want to experience that, you know, even if like it'll put me in danger. I need to know what's out there in the world. Even if he's a scaredy cat, which that's one of the reasons I really liked early Usopp, at least. Early Usopp, I was like, you know, this guy's a bonehead. This guy runs away, but like when his team really needs him, he pulls up and he performs. And even though he hasn't lately, I don't think that's on him. Even though we clown on him, we meme on him. Again, it's just he hasn't had as many opportunities, you know, to show off his sniper skill. And then there's all the other characters, bro. We have to deal with Sanji's double backstory. We have to deal with Zoro becoming the king of hell. We have to deal with Gear 5. So there definitely hasn't been room for Usopp in a long time.
Yeah, at this point in the story, there's more pressing matters than Usopp's.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, you don't want to see him get forgotten either, right?
Yeah. And I think that's just a product of like power cliffing. Like we just see more like prevalent threats as the story goes on, and you kind of forget about the Straw Hat crew aside from Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji.
Yeah,
and maybe Jinbei. Like how many people on Twitter are like, I want to see more chopper feats. I want to see Nami unlock another weather tempo.
Crazy, bro. I saw a comment on, I don't know if it was on a TikTok or a tweet or something, but someone said, bro, I hate One Piece fans. Nami's a fucking navigator. Why the fuck do you want to see her throw hands with a freaking first commander in the Yonko crew?
Katarina Devon.
Yeah, that's not her job.
No, but it's like from long. It's just like before the crew was so small, is that they had to cover like roles they were not like fit for whatsoever.
Exactly.
So they had to like overcome that. And that's what I think people want. But ever since like Sanji became the wings, he's number 3 now, and Zoro's there with Enma.
Yeah, we got Jinbei, we got Robin, we have people that can fight now. Not everybody gotta be a fighter, which I guess that applies to Usopp too. Like, you bring up a great point, Matt, because when they had a small crew, and this is a small crew going up like up against big enemies, so everybody had to pull their weight. But now that they have a bigger crew, and now that they even have the Straw Hat Alliance, honestly, like, you know, I guess people don't have to be heavy hitters as much, and that definitely applies to Usopp as well. I'm not gonna lie.
When was the last time we had the Straw Hat pirate crew going up against another crew by themselves? It's always someone. This is not a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out. There's always someone helping them along the way. Even with the introduction of Kid and Law, like they've took up a lot of shine in the story.
I think,
and it doesn't really leave room to have the other members of the Straw Hat crew like have those crazy feats or have those defining moments.
Yeah.
At least right now, like I don't think Oda's gonna forget about Burke or anything, but it's just you know, they're not.
No, yeah,
the pressing matter in the story right now.
I mean, Brooke is still helping out. He did the whole thing with the ship and the ice.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't stop it. But no, I agree. I think the last time the Straw Hats had a 1v1 against another crew without, like, you know, honorary Straw Hat law, without, you know, let's team up with the Minks and the people who wanted to fight. Yeah, I think it was probably Fishman Island.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because even Whole Cake, they had the Minks and whatever. Yeah. So it was definitely Fishman Island. And it's funny because Fishman Island, they all had their 1v1s because they had to show off their new powers after the time skip. So everybody was scrapping them. Damn, it really has been a while. And honestly, you know, it's like you said, I don't think there's probably going to be a point going forward where they're just going to be scrapping 1v1. Someone else is going to join. They're gonna have some kind of assist, and again, that'll make it so like.
I don't think. Honestly, I think we will see it again with Blackbeard. I think most of the crew will get one-on-one fights. Maybe not Nami or I don't know. Maybe not Robert, but
I don't know,
we'll
because
see.
I'm really thinking about it now, and like you're spitting, because even Chopper, like we were I'm not gonna say we, I'm gonna say myself, because I'm not trying to I don't want to point fingers at other people, but myself, I was hating on Chopper a lot in Wano, and I'm like, bro, I know Chopper got hands, why is he not fighting? But realistically, he was sticking to his role as a doctor. Him and the other Mink doctors were just supporting people, make sure they didn't die, make sure people weren't losing their arms and stuff. So
I was on the other end of the spectrum. Like for me with Chopper, Chopper's one of my favorite characters, but I don't know if I want to see him like unlock a new monster point for him.
I
Like
don't
it would
think
be
he
cool
will.
to see, but it's not something that I think about when it comes to him in the end of this
Yeah.
series. Like what I wanted to see from him in Wano, I wanted to see him find a cure to the smile fruits. That's what I wanted to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Or I think when he cured the ice disease, I think that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Him helping the old guy. I forgot how to say his name, but
Oh,
yeah, I think doctors should do doctor things. I think snipers should do sniper things. Navigators should do navigator things.
yeah.
So like the power-ups, whatever power-ups they get, they just have to like hone it to specialize in their area to like
Mm-hmm.
showcase like they're doing what they're supposed to be doing but more effectively.
100%.
So like Chopper, like if he's a doctor, like I said, the AoE healing, bro, please. I want him to be able to do healing more effectively.
That would be kind of crazy.
For Usopp, I need him to get him more snipes. Like in the middle of another battle, he can throw a snipe to aid a teammate or something like that. That's what we really want. But
Oh goodness, bro. Like I said, Uso doesn't have to be the strongest, even though I be hate on him. I just want to see him shoot more, bro. I'm just trying to see, cause like I said, that like Matt said, that bag of tricks, we've barely seen anything. All I've seen was that weird plant rocket thing that turns into spaceships that have parts fall off in Dressrosa.
okay,
And we had I think when they met up at Sabaody, and he had that plant that strangled a bunch of people in the bar when he met Nami.
I'm thinking about it now, and Usopp still has his bag of tricks, but they're all like confined in pop
They're all
greens.
gags.
Yeah.
No, they're all defined in like pop greens, and then they are gags like the sprinkler, like the water sprinkler,
Oh yeah.
and what else? Like
I gotta look at Usopp's ammo, bro. The list of Usopp ammo is crazy, because bro still has the hot sauce bullet, bro.
do we
The
keep
fire
pop,
star.
do we keep the pop greens?
Okay, yeah. So
Maybe,
he does have 3 slingshots. He has the little green shot that he had, the green one he had at first, a small handheld. Um, then he has the long green one, the Kabuto. Oh, and then he has a black one. When did it turn black in handle? I only remember the long green one. Did it become black? It's not green anymore? Or am I tripping?
it was black for a minute. I think after time skip.
It is black now. It went from green to black, and it's thicker. Pause.
Yo.
I guess it's more like refined now. And then where's his ammo? So, where's the different Usopp ammo?
Okay, so next arc, Usopp switches the guns, right? He no longer uses a slingshot. Which was
But I think
don't you think like the slingshot is like really defines who he is though?
That's what I'm saying. Like the
kind of,
slingshot
but
is Usopp.
like I remember reading that Oda, he had a conversation with Luffy's voice actor, and he said himself that whoever joins the crew after, he always wants Usopp to be the weakest. He didn't say why, but I know he said it would upset the balance of the story.
That's crazy.
And I think this is kind of a benefit to him, because that means he can be creative with the weapons that he gives him. Because a sniper's greatest asset isn't like him throwing hands. It's like what you can hit with, or how far you can like throw something, or how far you can shoot. So I think him like having a gun, or like having an upgrade to his slingshot is like a benefit to him, because Usopp always had a crutch to rely on. Because he's the weakest. He doesn't have the inherent strength that the rest of the crew has.
So would you be mad if Oda's like, you know what, let's give Usopp a serious weapon for a little bit, right?
No, I wouldn't be mad because that's what he has to do.
Yeah, because even if he has a serious weapon, even if he gets a gun or if he dual wields gun slingshot, I mean, I'd rather him have the slingshot because that's his iconic look. But at the end of the day, Kyle's right. Him having a crazy gun isn't gonna do much because at the end of the day, someone could pull up on him, stop the gun out of his hands, cut his hands off, knock him out. He can't use the gun. Like the gun is strong, but Usopp's not strong. You know. So I think it would still fit in the Usopp's weak, but between his tactics,
Also, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to just have like the regular small slingshot that he started with. Like the long one that he has, they have dials on them. Like he can get creative with that.
I don't know if he has dials anymore. I thought he used them all up, the ones that he had.
Oh no, the one he had in Eddie's lobby, the one it had dials on them.
Yeah, but that was back in Eddie's lobby. But now I don't think he has them now. I think now he just has the green pods that he got from the island, from the dude.
Oh
yeah. The black. I mean, I would love for him to get dials.
He should
back.
get them back, bro. You should get them dials back.
That Usopp with dials was kind of crazy. Who knows? Maybe he'll go to Elbaf and they'll be like, bro, what happened to your dials? And he's like, oh, I used them all. Say less, bro. We got hella dials here. That'd be crazy.
I think Oda could get really creative because you know, like with other power ups like Zoro and Sanji, he could just have them have hockey blooms and just have them get strong because they're already strong, you know.
Exactly.
But you know, I think Usopp has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
man, he's a potential man. Oh no,
Usopp is potential, man, bro. He really is.
I need him to have the Tom and Jerry multiverses kit.
For real, bro. Yeah, freaking Van Auger, bro. It's all his fault. If only Van Auger wasn't looking so cool.
It is Van Auger's fault. We wouldn't even be talking about Usopp if Van Auger hadn't like
fucking. Bro. How dare you pop up in the chapter, sit down and say we're gonna take over the world, bro? That was so cold. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say. I wish the best for Usopp, even though I'll be clowning him. I hope something happens for him in Elbaf, but if it doesn't, you know, it's okay.
It has to. That's his masters. They'll be like, Usopp, what you been doing?
Masters.
They're gonna be like, Usopp, let's have a 1v1 right now, bro. And he's like, oh.
Usopp gonna gas up his fight with Kizaru, bro. He's like, I fuck Kizaru, bro.
I fuck Kizaru.
Yeah,
I went toe to toe with an admiral.
When Kizaru grabs his face and like, what the hell are you doing, boy?
I looked him dead in the eyes. All right.
Well, I guess we can wrap it up here. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like on it. And if you want to see more from us, consider subbing to the channel. I don't think there's a break this week, right? So
yeah, no, we're getting a chapter this week.
So tap in later this week for a chapter reaction and go watch our other videos. We'd very much appreciate it. Yeah.
All in all, if Usopp stocks are very volatile right now. If you invest, they could be in the mud or to the moon. You really don't know.
Get the stock market up. Oh, it's here. Okay.
All right. Bye.